Hello, welcome back to Bugle Reps. I'm Martin, and in this video we're going to cover over the UKTC Bristol GT, which we all went to the past weekend. So last weekend, me and 7 other players playing under Bugle Reps went up to take part in the Bristol UKTC Super Major, which this year was 424 players. So I believe they said it's the third biggest event in the world. Whether it is or not, that's another story. So myself, I took a Raking Dynasty for the Necrons with trusty googly eyes, as always. Going up with me, we had Tom Hicklin, who took his Tau representing us. We also had Tom Clark, who took his Astra Militarium. Ewan went with Thousand Suns. Robbie with Adeptus Sororitas Sisters. Adam came up as well with Imperial Knights. Mark also came up with Black Templars, and Ed went up with Adeptus Custodes. I think that's everyone. Yep. So yeah, it's a really good weekend away. Nice trip away with the lads and stuff like that as well. Shout out to Val, because obviously with Bristol, it being quite close to the southwest, a lot of the southwest community was up there. So we also had the other teams. So we had Powerhouse up there with 6 players. Crossroads was up there with like so Tom Godfrey with his Orcs as always. Ricky, Tim as well, and other Crossroads players. And we also had some people from down Truro Falmouth way. So I know Sam Hewitt was up there with his guard. Ben and Andy from Golden Direction, I think it is, down Falmouth. And also Mike from the Walked Ones was there. So it's good to see lots of people who attend our Bugle events and the regular faces to us down here also up taking part in the Super Major. So it's really good. So just we'll go through everyone else's results before we go through my games. So everyone went pretty much positive over the weekend, which is fantastic. It was quite a few of the guys' first time away for a Super Major or even just an event outside of Cornwall. So some of them have done really well. So Tom Hicklin went 4-1. The only game he did lose was, I think it was round 4, which was to Mikey of all people from fucking Powerhouse. So he went 4-1 and came 29th, I want to say. It's probably on the screen here. Which is fantastic. Tom Clark with his Dark God also had 4-1, which is fantastic. Ewan went 4-1 with Thousand Suns, which is also really good. He had one bit controversial game, but so that was a 4-1 group. And then players who went 3-2 was Adam with Imperial Knights, which was great as well. Ed also went 3-2 with Custodes. And that's it. Then Mark, a bit of a tougher weekend, but he still came away with 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. So bang on smack in the middle, 50-50 results. And then Robbie with Sisters, 1-2 and lost 3, getting on the bottom. But he still had a smile like always. And the main thing is he got Ewan 2 and back from the event to go 4-1. So that's his main job. So on to myself for the weekend. So I had a really great weekend. I had 5 great games, 5 great opponents, all really good games, which is all you can ask for really. So game 1 was, I'll tell you my list actually, sorry. So I took Awakened Necrons. So it was the Warriors, so 20 Warriors with all the buffs to make them unkillable, with some Doomsday Arcs and Scopec, things like that. Pretty standard. Leading up to the event, I did regret not going Shatterstar. So obviously UKTC events use UKTC terrain, whereas down here we use Grasshammer. So I'm finding my Warriors work better on Grasshammer when they do on UKTC. So leading up to it, I was like, fuck, I think I've taken the wrong list. Even up to like the day of the event, I was like, I think I made a mistake here. Which it probably did show when, I think in the top 10 on Sunday, there's 3 Necron players all using Shatterstar. So I was like, yeah, I probably took the wrong list here, but it's fine. So game 1, I went into Paul with Tyranids, which was a really good game. Paul was a really good opponent. Lots of fun and perfect game 1 opening. Mission was Terraform, and I had Flash Tan. And the mission rule in that mission was battle line units could advance and still do actions. So going fast, all my 20 wars just advance straight up onto the middle of the table and start terraforming the center objectives. And I also got another terraform going off with frayed ones on another objective to one side, which meant on Paul's first turn he had to push out heavy with always like gaunts, gargoyles, things like that to deny all my terraforms going off and deny me primary. So I put the pressure on early game against him. He also put a Tyrannifex and an Exosuit in reserve. So on my turn 2, obviously all the gaunts, gargoyles, stuff like that, my warriors have fallback shooting charge. So I've literally brought all my guns out, fire back warriors, and I cleared all these gaunts, all the gargoyles, and took away all his OC2 models, basically. I've also then like rushed scouts up the side of the table, brought in my single heavy destroyers, and just streamed out all the sides of the table to stop the Tyrannifex and Exosuit coming on anywhere decent. So the pressure was on Paul early game. He did well still though. So the game did end on 97 to me, 79 to Nits. But it was a really good game, very open, honest, and Paul was really great to play. This is a nice little game 1 it was to open the event. So then we're into game 2. Oh my fucking god. Game 2. So I pulled up to a guy called Josh. No idea who he is. He knew me apparently. After the game, I found out he was 5th best player in the UK, which probably a good thing I didn't know beforehand. But he played Chaos Space Marines in the Chaos Cultist list. So I think they call it ACDC, whatever it is. So 3 years of Cultists with the leaders attached and stuff like this. Oh my fucking god, it was awful. I've never played into it, so I have no idea what it was doing. And it's probably just throw as well, so I probably should have played a little bit differently. But I was just like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Josh, really good opponent though. He's like, I can do this. This will probably pick up this from my experience. And I was like, fuck it, just chuck them there, chuck my wars down open. Let's see what happens. So I think it was like turn 1 or turn 2. My warriors got charged by a cultist. I think he did like 50 to 60 odd wounds to my warriors. And I was just like, yep, warriors are dead. So yeah, the game was already decided fucking before they rolled it in dice, I think. But Josh is a very different level player. I'm happy to admit that. But came away with 73 to 100. So still not a bad score. I think Josh took a little bit of pity on me as well. But it was a really fun game still. Josh did get sworn at and boosted. Rightly so, but in a fun way. We both enjoyed it. So that was game 2. So after game 2, guess what I went to? Straight to the bar, straight on the beers. It's like, fuck it. So then into game 3, I've gone into Orcs for the last game of the day. And this was against Tactical Brigade, so the shitty Orcs orders. And the mission was taking hold and hidden surprise. So on this one, I've gone first as well, which was great for me. I was hoping for second turn this mission. I've only played into shitty Tactical Orcs once before this year, and that was at Beachhead against Jake. So I had no idea what they could do. I know what Orcs do generally as well, but it was a really good game with Mark. I had played him, Mark, already a few years ago up at LGT on a Friday night. He didn't remember me. I remembered him though. But yeah, it was a good game. Ended on 85-73. The Necrons Brock just did not die, and it denied primary quite strongly at the end. Don't think there was anything majorly that went to anyone in that game. It's just how bad the game was. Tight tight throughout. Although I was saying that, my turn 5, my Amphibians did drop in and make a 10-inch charge onto Grots and his home objectives, which was quite big. But yeah, really solid game against Mark. Orcs was actually a pretty tough matchup. So that was end of game day 1. So I was on 2-1, feeling quite happy, considering I was prepared to go 3 losses in all honesty on game day 1. So on the Saturday night, after we finished that event, all of us, all the Bugle lot and Powerhouse lot, plus Mike and Walk Ones, Tim, stuff like that, we all went into Bristol and had some food at Nando's, which was good for everyone to hang out for. Nando's was a bit surprised, like 20 odd people turned up, so it was all spread out across all the tables and stuff. It was good. After that, we all went back to the hotel. A lot of us was all staying in the same Premier Inn together, so we all had drinks in the evening, a bit of socialising and hang out with each other. It's good, like always. So then into day 2. So on Sunday morning, I've been matched up against Jolin, I feel what it's called, or Joe, and his Astral Militarium, and it was on Linchpin. His list had lots and lots of OC. It was combined arms, and he had 3 books of 20, I'd say, like, of the tweak, I think they're called. And it's a really tough matchup. So we kept denying each other primary throughout the game. I did go second, I would say. Yeah, I went second, which was big. So we kept just popping each other off primary, denying each other, because he had fucking all his bodies of OC2. I had my warriors, but I could kill his units of 20 a lot easier than he could obviously kill my warriors. I did feel sorry for Joe, because I was the 3rd game in a row he's gone into his Necrons. So on day 1, round 2 and 3, he's faced Shatterstar, then Awakened, and then he's gone into my Awakened as well. So the poor bastard must have been sick to death on Necrons. But it was a really good game. He knew not to shoot the warriors, basically. So he said, I'm not shooting the warriors. I know what they do. So he was taking out everything else, which is good on him part. So he played it really well. But me going second, I was managed to deny his primary quite heavy for his turn 5. And then score heavy on my primary going second, with having the fullback shooting charge of warriors and stuff like that. Just my mobility went over. So it ended up on 67-57 for Necrons. So low scoring, but we did get the win there, which is good. But again, really good game. We enjoyed it. And then into the final game for me of the weekend, I went up against Paddy. So Paddy plays on Liam Dempsey's YouTube channel. I knew who he was. He knew of me as well. But it's the first time we ever really met and spoken, played each other. He was using Adeptus Custodes again on a mission with Scorched Earth. So hold 1, hold 2, and burning objectives. It was a really fun game. Probably my most enjoyable of the weekend. We just had a really good laugh at each other, me and Paddy did. It was both on the same energy levels. So it's just like, we are where we are. Whoever wins, wins. We'll just have a laugh. Not take it too seriously and see what happens. On that note, I've never seen someone roll so many 4-ups in my life more than me. And I'm captain 4-up. I mean, like, doing the game, Paddy was even saying, I'm so sorry, Martin. How many dice I'm saving here? So like the first 2 turns, literally neither of us did any shooting or any combat. We were both just scoring our points, staying where we are, both holding me, staging. And then turn 3, Paddy's decided to go for it, basically. He's hit me pretty hard. And then in my turn back, where I should have done a lot of damage, mortals and stuff like this, everything just ripped about. Mortals wasn't going off, or wasn't going up very high. Paddy's rolling his 4-ups and 4-ups feeling the pains. Just everything that's bounced. So I was like, fuck, this is good. I was like, I think I've lost now, Paddy. Because literally I didn't kill nothing. Maybe like 3 or 4 models out of like 3 units. It's so bad, honestly. Also, I was like triggered to feel the pains on wardens and stuff. And then went into the other units as best I could. Doomsday Ox actually rolled really hot. and it's just everything just didn't go connect, unfortunately. So it put me on the back foot. But saying that, the game did end up on 72 for me, 74 for Paddy with Custodes. So close, honestly, but really fun game. Yeah, really good game to finish the weekend. If only I'd drawn a better secondary card in turn 5. But I was like, it is what it is. I was happy just to be 2 points behind that in the end game, considering how bad my go turn failed. I would say man of the match on that game, and probably quite a few games that weekend, was Caesarus. He's such a fucking tanky beast. He doesn't kill much, but he'll just sit there and be annoying and just tank everything. But yeah, so I ended up losing that one by 2 points, and I lost one against Josh on day 1. So I went to 3-2, which is still positive. Like I said, all my games was really, really good, which is the main thing I want to do. I just go there, have a laugh, play some really good games, and obviously come away positive results is good. I was really happy for Paddy last game as well, because he said this is the best he's ever done in the tournament. So I was really chuffed he went 4-1. So well done, Paddy. Deserved that he did. So yeah, that was me 4-1 along with the other guys. So then after round 5 is done, at UKTC they do a top 10 cut. So in that top 10 cut of people on 5-0, John and Mikey from Powerhouse both went into the top 10 on the playoffs, which is fantastic for them. Obviously, John won the event last year. So then when they do the top 10 cut, in that pod, I think it is, they pick someone for best overall. So best overall is obviously results, go 5-0. Obviously having Painted Army, really nice one, and also Sportsman. And the trophy for that went to Mikey, actually. So Mikey got best overall, which is fantastic for him. Really happy, chuffed for him. Mikey's a good old boy, laughs and laughs, plays well. I think it also got him a golden ticket, which is fantastic. So these top 10 guys then obviously all start playing off. Everyone else starts going home and stuff like this. So me, Mark, Tom, and Liam from Powerhouse stayed behind for the next game. So once everyone's packing up behind us, we sat there and watched John and Mikey play the games. So John and Mikey was playing on tables next to each other. John was facing Josh Roberts, Space Marines. Obviously everyone knows who Josh Roberts is, Rules Writer, GW. And then next to him, Mikey was playing Necrons. So you got John and Mikey here praying, and then next table, you just got all of us just here, sat there like watching like a little fucking audience. Me winding John off best I could during this match as well, obviously. But unfortunately, John lost to Josh Roberts, and Mikey lost to, can't remember his name, Necron player with a robot emoji in his name. But they both had really good games and fun it was. So after that, they then go into a top 4, which was 3 people on 3 wins, and then 1 person with a loss with a high score, which was John. So John then went into round 7, despite losing, into Nathan Roberts, so Josh's brother, with Death Guard, and Mikey was out. At that time, we all then decided it was 8 o'clock, and we all wanted to go home and get food. So we left the Powerhouse guys to carry on. But I think John conceded quite fast during that game because they had a long drive home as well. But yeah, so those guys went well. A lot of Powerhouse guys did well on the weekend as well. Unfortunately, it does put them up a bit higher in the placings from Bugle on it. But we still have time to end the year to take back our highest position, which we will. Because fuck you. So that was it, Bristol. Really good event. If you haven't been before, it was my first time in Bristol as well. I've been to other UKTCs like London and Coventry, but Bristol was my first time. And yeah, it's really good. Good food over the weekend there as well, and stuff like that. So it's well worth attending. Even if you're a bit nervous about going to tournaments, I say just go and get stuck in. There's people out there playing, it was their first time playing in an event and stuff. So let's just go and have fun. I recommend it. So that was Bristol. So good times. So then onwards. So end of this month we have Bugle Bash Bros double event. 29th of June, we still have some places for teams. It is legends allowed, and you still get your points for it and stuff like that. So come along and have fun if you're not registered already. And then in August, we have August the 3rd, we have our last single get day 2K event, Bugle Bash 15. That will be going up towards the end of June. So keep an eye on our social media pages for that event, because that will go fast. And then into September, have so much on. So September, there's 3 weekends of events. So September the 6th and 7th, we are off to Grasshammer for their teams event. So I think there's 3 or 4 teams down here, which will be going up, which is great. The weekend after that, the 13th and 14th, we have our Big Bash 5 Bugle event. So that's our last event of the year. So that's 2 weekends in a row. And then finally, 26th, 27th and 28th of September is London Brand Tournament. So obviously UK's biggest event and second biggest in the world. May even be the biggest in the world this year. We've already got quite a few people signed up to go to LGT, including myself. We love a good LGT, always a good way to finish the event year off. So yeah, September is very heavy. We have our 2-day event on the 13th and 14th. I'm a bit worried about numbers because obviously LGT, Glasshammer and stuff like that. So I think that tournament is going to look a lot different player base wise than it will for our normal events. So if you haven't come to our events before, or you only come to some of them, come to that one in September. Give me some numbers, because I need people to play. And there's probably a good chance you do better than normally would, because some players won't be there. Not mentioning any names. But yeah, I think that about rounds everything up. Other steps wise, we will be back doing battle ports very shortly. Obviously, the new chapter approved cards are now out and live. Fast data saves happened, so lots of new things to try out. Paddy's keen to get the new Tyrannid detachment on the table, so we'll probably start off with that one. With probably neck ones, let's not lie. And then we're back doing them regularly, hopefully. There's a lot of other stuff going on at the minute. We're also preparing now for March's Super Major. So we have, hopefully it will be 130 people playing. So we've got the terrain and the mats to be able to do it. We just got to go up to the venue, size out some table spaces, and then hopefully everyone on the waiting list, or most of you on the waiting list for the event, will get offered tickets for that event, which is fantastic and also a little bit stressful, but it'll be fine. So I think that's about it. It's a nice little catch up, so we'll finish it there. So thanks for watching. Make sure you do subscribe and like our Facebook and Instagram pages. Also support the channel, like, comment, all that goodness. You know the jazz. And yeah, it's been a good year so far. So cheers and God.
'Cause we're gonna be legends, gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be legends, gonna teach them all a lesson. Got this feeling in our souls we carry, and it's about to be legendary. What we came for, and we couldn't want it anymore. We could never turn back now, got to leave it all on the floor. Been dreaming of the payoff, through the struggles and the trade-offs, right into